The jaw and the pelvic floor are connected. When you hold tension here, you hold tension down there as well. Okay, so these two areas communicate or miscommunicate with one another. The breath collapses. So when you have this collapsed posture a lot, you sit in front of the computer, you kind of like get lost in what you're doing and you stop breathing, and then you are collapsed. Your head moves forward in plane, the jaw moves back. There is so many mechanics in action and at play. Through the fascia, the jaw and the pelvis are connected. If this area moves, it's one part of the structure moves, the bottom structure is also following, and vice versa. So if there's some kind of imbalance in the pelvic floor, it's going to translate into imbalance in the neck, hyoid area, jaw, neck, and upper back. And the stability game is off. Your neck is trying to hold your head up in space. It's trying to bring it back. It's trying to open up your airways, which is actually a survival mechanism, because without breathing, there is no also blood flow. There needs to be a blood flow to the brain in order to keep you alive. Simplicity wins over overcomplicated exercises and approaches when it comes to actually balance your body and heal your energy, reduce your pain symptoms, especially if you're hypermobile and you're divergent, and if you have tried every single method out there and nothing really sticked or worked, and especially these band-aids are not designed for you who is craving depth and is needing a holistic approach. Today I want to connect you to the realm of simplicity with a really good feel-good exercise that you're going to be doing with me laying down. The goal and purpose of this exercise, let me tell you about that. What happens when this postural collapse happens over time is that you get a shallow breathing. Your diaphragm, this big dome-shaped like muscle that is designed to move, contract, let go with every single inhale and exhale, okay? I want you to overthink it. Most of my clients are actually, they need to think less and feel more. And I want you to do the same thing. But what I want you to do is feel. Feel the diaphragm opening up, letting go of this chronic tension, and bring life force, energy, and movement back into the rib cage as well. Because what happens when you collapse a lot? Your breath capacity, your diaphragm collapses. It gets almost numb or immobilized, and the rib cage gets squished. Okay, so the rib cage needs to be able to expand. This breath work that I'm about to teach you is showing you and teaching your body exactly that. And by really being on board psychologically, mentally, being present with the process is actually where we tap into this miracle level healing that I see clients of mine get into when they don't just get out of chronic pain cycles, but actually start claiming a better life for themselves. They are able to do things again that they were unable to do. Like, for example, my client Riel, who came to me with chronic jaw and facial pain, and she couldn't even imagine that one day, not only she's able to eat normal food again, but go and apply for her master's degree and follow her passion. And that's exactly what she's doing today. And I'm so proud of her. Rial, if you're watching this, I'm so freaking proud of you, girl. Anyways, these very simple exercises, guiding your consciousness back and actually creating this natural rebalancing in your system. Let's get into it. Just want you to drop in with me. You will need a comfortable surface, a peaceful environment where it's not like a non-stop, ringing or noises, or you're gonna be bothered. And meet me on the mat. If you enjoy my videos so far, please like and subscribe to my channel where I teach you and educate you these simple guided body somatic meditations that help you rebalance your system and actually turn on an intelligence in your body. So hit like and subscribe. Thank you. All right, now let's lay down on the floor with the knees bent, feet on the floor. First, just feel a connection between your head and the floor. Take a big inhale. Exhale, relax your head and upper back to the floor. When you take a very long exhale, so if breath count helps you, let's do a 4 count inhale and an 8 count exhale. This also helps to activate your vagus nerve. Let's do this next thing. Our necks are usually really tight. I want you to stabilize your shoulders. Make them heavy like you have little sandbags on the top of the 2 shoulders. On the exhale, let the sandbags ground your shoulders down. You're not pulling the shoulder blades together, okay? Just down to the floor. Now with your hands on the top of your shoulders, take an inhale. Exhale, turn your head to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the left. Now pull with the hand down on the top of your collarbone and just touch the back of your neck a little bit, massaging the back of the skull. From the midline out with the tips of your fingers, massage. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale, turn the head to the right. Now with the left hand, I hope you can see that I'm pulling down around the collarbone and massaging these big muscles in the back of the neck. These are the guys that like to kick in instead of the neck stabilizers. Ugh, it feels so freaking good. Ugh, crossing over those big ropey muscles, the SCM. Right now what you're doing here is you're turning off those overactive neck muscles that learned to do the breathing for you instead of the diaphragm. Yeah, let it open up. Now I want you to just relax your arms to the side and feel for the rib cage as you inhale. Expand 360 degrees. Exhale. Okay, so remember, you're keeping the neck soft. You are educating and deprogramming that neck muscle groups to remain soft as you are bringing your attention now to your diaphragm right here. So not forcing the breath, just gently feel the muscles underneath your hands as you inhale. The rib cage expands. This is when the diaphragm contracts, kicks into action. My body's unwinding. Exhale. Rib cage comes together like knitting together and pulls down. This is when the diaphragm relaxes. So contraction on the inhale, relaxing on the exhale. The movement I really want you to focus on is on the inhale, gentle expansion of your rib cage. This is when you're coaching the diaphragm, like, hey, let's turn on. On the exhale is when the rib cage knits together, pulling it in and down, but it's not a huge move, okay? I want you to be more subtle and soft and gentle. when you really tune in and focus on this and get out of your thinking mode, what happens when you soften the neck and you focus on this area is that this area actually starts to function as it's supposed to. So let's do this one more time. That's it for today. Giving your belly a little rub, ribcage a little rub, and turn and roll over to your side to sit up. Bye!